Hi guys, it's Blink. It's been ages since I've done a tutorial video, so I wanted to do a little series for you guys. I'm going to do 3 episodes in total. I'm going to be showing today how you can do fast plants, 900 and 1080s and 720s. I'm also going to be showing you in a few days how to do judo 900s on flat ground. And finally, I'm going to do a video on frosties and how you can do multiple frosties to do 1080s on flat ground. So what you're seeing on the screen at the moment is me messing up intentionally and showing you basically what I see all the time when I play games of skate in public lobbies. People generally don't know how to do foot plants. So people's biggest mistake is they don't know that you're supposed to let go of your left stick every time your foot hits the ground. If you don't let go of your stick, then your skater will trail off to the side like this, and then it won't be possible to do more than 2 foot plants. So you see when you do a 900 correctly, you stay in a straight line. But yeah, we will be getting to that, and I'm also going to do hand cam footage in this tutorial. But first of all, you need to learn how to do a mute grab. So it's very simple. You do an ollie, you hold right on your right stick and you press R2. So this is what a mute looks like. If you're not used to doing the mute grab, I know if you're a trick liner you probably are, but all you want to do to get used to it is do a manual and then do a front side 360 ollie with a mute grab, and you'll notice that you spin really quick. And the reason that it's important to learn the mute is because in this tutorial, when we get to the higher spins, you'll be using it a lot. So we're going to be doing fast plants today, which is L2 and square. So this is what a normal fast plant looks like. And what I recommend you doing if you're not used to the mute grab yet is to just do an ollie and then a foot plant and then do a 180 out using your mutes. It's important you learn this because when you get onto the 720s and 900s, you're actually going to be doing your last 180 with a mute grab. Once you've got that down, I'm going to show you now how you can pop your foot plant really high. So that was a normal foot plant. This is a high one. You can see there's quite a bit of difference. So here's another high one, and here's a normal one for comparison. So here's a hand cam footage of how to do it. That's just a normal one. And if you want to do a really high one, you have to hold down on your left stick, as you can see there, and then let go of it when your foot hits the ground, and you'll then pop really high. A good way to practice if you're getting enough height is to do this. Just do a foot plant, pop it high, and then do a late kickflip. If you're getting enough height, then it will let you land it. So now we're going to move on to 540s. Now I've seen people in games of skate try and do 2 or 3 foot plants just to do a 540, and it really isn't necessary. So what you want to do is, first of all, do an ollie, spin 360, do your foot plant, but you want to pop it high by holding down on your left stick, and then just turn the last 180. So it's very easy. There it is in goofy and regular. So yeah, just keep practicing your 540s until you have it every single time, and then you'll be ready for the 720. The 720 isn't actually too difficult. It's pretty much what you've been doing with the 540. All you want to do is a 360 ollie, but instead of popping high, you're going to do a normal foot plant now. So you do a 360 ollie, fast plant, into another fast plant, and then you pop your second foot plant high and you tweak the last 180 with your mute grab. So I recommend you try this over and over again until you have it every time. You can do this with 1 push, 2 pushes. It doesn't really matter how fast you're going. Just keep doing this over and over again, no matter how tedious it is, until you have it every time. Here's 2 of them in regular, in case you skate regular instead of goofy. So fast plant, then another 180, so you've done a 540, then you do another fast plant and you tweak the last one into a 720. So now we're moving on to 900s. I'm going to slow this one down. So it's pretty much what you've done for the 720, except you're adding in a third foot plant. So here's a hand cam footage of it. It may be a bit confusing, so I'm going to explain it now. So you want to turn 360, do a fast plant. Remember, you're letting go of your left stick every time. When you're turning 540, doing another fast plant. When you're turning another 180, and you're popping this fast plant high by holding down on your left stick, And to get the final 180, you're going to do a mute grab. So here's another hand cam footage. You can rewatch these. It may give you a better example of what I'm doing. And the reason we turn front side and not backside like this is because backside is incredibly hard, and I actually did a frosty there. And you can't do a mute grab if you turn backside, so always remember to turn front side. Now you may come into some difficulties sometimes when you're doing your fast plants. As you can see on this one, I actually had to do a 4th foot plant because I span too slowly. So on Skate 3 and pretty much all of the skate games, sometimes when you do a 360 you spin fast, like that first time, and sometimes you spin slow. So this one I span really quickly. I'd done a 360 by the time I did a foot plant, and this one I'd only turned 270 degrees by the time I did the foot plant. So annoyingly, you have to kind of realise you've spun slowly in the middle of your trick. So I realised here, right, I'm spinning too slowly, there's no way I'm going to be able to do a 900 from this position on my 3rd foot plant. So instead of popping your 3rd foot plant high and doing a mute, if this happens to you and you spin slowly, you have to pop your 3rd foot plant high and then go for a 4th foot plant, and you'll still have enough time sometimes to do a mute and tweak the last 180. So now we're at the campus, and one of the biggest problems I see here when I play public games of skate is I see people trying to do foot plants for 540 tricks and foot plants for 720 tricks. Now if you're doing a 540, you don't need to do any foot plants or any speed glitches, and if you're doing a 720, you really don't need to do any foot plants or speed glitches either. The only time you'd need to do a foot plant for a 720 is for a trick like that, if somebody did like a double kickflip. If you've learnt now how to do 900s on flat ground, you don't really need to do any speed glitch or anything to do them here, because you're actually at a big advantage here. You can use the bowl to get extra height, so it's actually a lot easier to do a 900 foot plant here than it is to do it on flat ground. Now we're going to move on to 1080s. So 1080 is pretty difficult, I'm not going to lie. I don't expect you to get this straight away. It did take me a while to learn it. What you want to do for the 1080 is, well, there are 2 ways I see people doing it. Some is with three foot plants like that, but as you can see there, I got robbed. I did a 1080 and it said I did a 900, so I always prefer to do 4 foot plants. And it's not really any different than what I was just showing you on flat ground. The main thing you want to do here is you need to do a nollie inward heel flip onto a nose blunt, then you do a high pump off the curb to get more speed, and you want to make sure that you hit the bowl at the very top of the bowl, the highest point. If you can hit that, then you'll get the maximum amount of height, and yeah, that will definitely increase your chances of doing a 1080. And what you saw just there was a front side shove at 900 and a nollie pop shove at 900. And if you do a thumbs up before you do your trick, it will let you do a nollie front side shove at 900. Now if you come online, because you can't do these last 2 tricks offline, there is a glitch which lets you do a varial heel flip into a fast plant, and what you have to do is do a 360 varial heel flip, and you have to hold R2, and when you see your player grab the board with his right hand like this, you then let go of R2 and press L2 and do your foot plants as you normally would, and it will then let you do a varial heel flip and a pop shove it into a fast plant, which it doesn't normally let you do. To do the pop shove it, you actually need to do a thumbs up and then just do this same glitch where you hold R2 first. So yeah, hopefully this video has helped you. Once you learn your foot plants, here are 2 examples of the kind of thing you'll be able to do in skate. So that was a late flip 900. That would definitely get a lot of people a letter in a game of skate. And when I put this in my video, I think it was about a week ago, I'd only landed 1, and now I've landed it about 10 times. So yeah, foot plants, you're not going to learn them straight away. You've got to be patient with them. But like I say, the main thing to remember is let go of your left stick every time your foot hits the ground, and just rewatch this video, rewatch my hand cam footage, and hopefully you'll be able to get it. Anyway, thank you to all my new subscribers, and I'll see you in the next video soon.